Property taxes. This is one of the largest problems faced by both buyers and sellers. So this is going to be a two-part video. The first part, I'm going to focus on why DFW, but Texas in general, have some of the highest property taxes in the country. And the second part is going to be focused more on why property taxes are important and things people should talk about and think about before they just say, hey man, we need to get rid of all these property taxes. So I moved here from New York City in 2014. In 2014, when I moved to DFW, you can get a 2-bedroom apartment for like $600 or $700. Now, in 2026, that same 2-bedroom apartment is probably over $2,000. Easy. Now, in 2014, property values were much lower than they are now. And with those low property values, we had to have what? Higher rates. Because again, the counties, the cities, the state, they need this property tax money to fund the schools, the police, pave the roads, and all this other stuff. So, okay, we have lower values because historically, when you look at, Texas home prices, they were much lower than a New York City, or let's say a Chicago or Miami, LA. So, of course, lower values, you have to have a higher tax rate. Now, the problem is these same tax rates are the same, but the values have doubled, tripled, sometimes even quadrupled. So, for example, if I was paying, $1,500 in taxes in 2014, right now I'm probably paying well over, $6,000-$7,000 a year. Hey, the values have gone up. That is why Texas have some of the highest property taxes, because like LA, New York, those housing values have always been high. So even in 2014, you can get a house in the hood in New York City, $600,000-$700,000. So now in 2026, that house in the hood is like, $1.8-$1.9 million. Maybe 1.3, 1.4, depending on, if they got a finished basement or not. But the same thing for LA, the same thing for Miami. So these places with historically much more expensive housing, the rates were lower. So you have, okay, let's say your tax rate was maybe 1% in New York or LA or whatever. All right, cool. The property values have always been high there, but here they may have been 2.2 or 2.5 or something like that. So when people say, hey man, these property taxes are high, here in DFW, they are high because the rates have always been the rates, but now the values have doubled, tripled, and sometimes quadrupled. So this is part one, New Texas Realty. Until next time, we about to go to part two.